Hi, y'all. Good evening. It's almost 10 p.m. here. I got the coffee and I'm working the Bible study this evening. For me, my day, I can't get going in the morning. I'm not a morning person. But in the evening is my time where I'm just quiet and I'm still and I can read, what I need to read. Just a wonderful time. And it's working because, y'all, I'm sleeping through the night. This is a big milestone for me. A lot of y'all know that not sleeping for a day or two or even more is a struggle I've been struggling with. And so I was like, we need to do something different. Because in the morning I was doing my prayer time, but I just wasn't getting in there and rooting around and reading all the good stuff. So one night I made a cup of coffee because coffee makes me sleep. And I just started Bible study. And next thing I know, I'm sleeping through the night. I did this one online, but then I got the book for free. So, yeah. Y'all that are, I'm not trying to shove religion down your face, so bear with me a couple more seconds and then I'll get to the video, okay? Yeah. Charles Stanley is amazing. Is amazing. Anyway, so I got this for free. I got Hot Stuff, the actual Charles Stanley 30-day print, the Principal Bible, so it's really good. Anyway. Okay, so that last night I showed you that crochet quilt idea, right? Well, I got the squares done. I got the squares all done. I wanted to do corner to corner squares, but I couldn't make it look like I want to. So I had to go on the YouTubies, and I knew how to do dual granny squares, but they always look so sloppy, and they weren't good enough for me. So I found a lady on YouTube's that had a somewhat recent video, and her teaching is spectacular. I love her teaching, and so that is what I did, is made all these squares. Well, after I did that, I'm like, why am I doing this? It needs 16 squares, okay? And it took up a lot of yarn. There's no way I would be able to use scraps to do this, because each block is 16 blocks, and it takes a lot of color and yarn. So I was like, okay, now what do I do with these? And I got to looking at it, and I was like, you know what can I do with these? What can I do with these? And then I got to thinking, half square triangles, that's a thing in quilting. You can make half square triangles in any kind of layout. So like this is half square triangles in quilting. Put them together like this, and then you have a flying geese unit. So, and there's so much you can do, so many patterns. I mean, if you're just curious of all the creativity that could happen with this, Google half square triangle layouts. There is a ton of layouts, and I can easily do that. And this is so simple to do now. I know what I'm doing. For change, I actually do know what I'm doing. So this could be my church project. And I know some people are like, you should be crocheting in church. Our church is very laid back. We decided to go back to the cowboy church because we voted the pastor out. And I loved my church family. I loved that church. So I was like, my church is really chill. If you ever need a church that you want to just be calm, try out a cowboy church. fantastic. So anyway, I might do these at church because it helps me focus a lot. The same thing with Bible study. I write notes to help me focus. That way I can soak up everything I have. And like, I'll even use tip-ins. I found these at the Dollar Tree. They're metallic crayons, neon crayons, glitter crayons for $1, and they're Crayola brand. So, you know, I really, color helps me to focus too. That's why I use a lot of color when I'm doing notes and highlight and stuff like that. Because it just helps with the color to help me really focus on stuff. But anyway, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my scraps and do this. Because this, you don't need a whole lot of scrap to do this. To do the whole block, it would take forever. It would just take forever and so many scraps. So I got these two. Well, I've got 4 of them. And I'm going to keep them because I'm going to throw them in there for something. You know what I don't remember is what hook I was using. Yes. So anyway, that is what I got going. I did print out the page for y'all. I went down to the library. Now, sweetheart, I know your face, but I cannot remember your name. And I know I can see your comment right now in my face. I don't have it pulled up, but I'm just like, I know who she is. Why can't I connect the name? I'm sorry. I'll go to timeout. But this is the people that I got it from. And this, it tells you right up here in this corner, it's a digital sample, not a photo. So this is what it could look like. So I bought this pattern for my customer, and then there's an option that okay, this pattern could be cross stitch, it could be single crochet grafting, it could be corner to corner, it could be mini corner to corner. I mean, there's a lot of options for these patterns. That's why there's a digital thing, because there's so many. Well, when you go to checkout, they also have the option of line by line directions and block by block instructions. It's written out. And for me, I will pay that extra amount of money every time. I don't have time or patience to read each block, and you get lost very quickly. And for me, it took me 3 weeks the last time I had to write out a pattern and read the blocks and everything. Remember when I did the mouse bobble? Well, I had to do that, and it took me 3 weeks to write that crap out. So if I have to pay $3.99 for somebody else to do that, I will. So, yeah. This is not the color. I chose it's called Blue Jean. Yeah. So, it don't have its label, but I did it like this. My new favorite yarn is Big Twist. Y'all, that Joann's yarn is amazeballs. This right here is nice. So nice. And it's soft. It's affordable. And they're set up like Red Heart without cutting my finger open. There is these kind. And then there's the big jumbo balls. They have a ton of colors. Really a ton of colors. And so, the sale right now is $2.99. They're originally like $4 something. But every time I've gone to buy this yarn, it's always on sale, which I pray it keeps on sale. That would be great. So it's $2.99 for 380 yards. There's over 1,000 yards in the jumbo, because I've got a black one in jumbo. But this yarn is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. If you are part of the stores that are closing, I'm very sorry. I hate to see that happen. But our store needs help. I'm not even going to lie about that. The store in Abilene, there is massive amounts of ceiling tiles out because of the liquid leakage. There's tarps, and some of that stuff's going into trash barrels. The setup, it's just, it's old school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the pictures of the current Joann stores, and ours is way behind. I mean, like, really behind. The store is just kind of threadbare, and I don't know how to explain it. But I go in there because I love that yarn. I really do. And anyway, so, oh, and I was going to tell y'all about this. This is my brain book. Y'all already know this about things. But I want to tell y'all that this is an amazing deal. If you can't remember what you're doing, because I do have, okay, let me address that. Hold on, let me finish this and I'll address that problem too. Oh, I used a 6mm hook for this. Okay, anyway, okay, where was I going? The brain book. I don't remember where I was going with that. I don't know. Okay, well, anyway, the brain book is, anyway, this is a staple in my life. Like, if you're not keeping track of your projects, I highly recommend it, because I do so much of this stuff. It's better to know, you know, it's better to know what I'm doing. So yeah, and this stuff goes back so far, and the best time to get these is on school supply. When the after school goes back into town, these go for like 25 cents. I'm like, yeah. So I wish I know what I was going to tell y'all. I don't even know. Do y'all remember what I was going to tell you about? It's okay. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So, there's nothing else. I don't think. Man, I wish I remembered what I was going through. What I was going to tell y'all, because it was pork. I don't know. I know the memory stuff is getting really bad. I have long-term memory loss. Y'all all know that. The short-term memory is not far behind it. It sucks really bad, because stuff I should know, I don't know. And I know Hot Stuff says it's not frustrating to him to deal with it. I feel like it is. I feel like it's a burden, but it's not, though. So I don't know. It is what it is. But I know at one point last week, my doctor was talking about, let's do a brain scan. Let's see what's going on. So that's what I guess I'm gonna do. I don't know if anything will come of it. Like most things, nothing really comes of things. So we'll just see what happens. If y'all remember what I was talking about, can you please leave a comment so I don't have to rewatch this? Because I upload these as is. Y'all should know by now, there ain't no editing, nothing here. You get what you get. I love y'all. Take care. Bye, guys.